First fight at 140. Devin Haney. Don't know if he's going to stay yet. He still has belts at 35. Versus Regis Prograis, his career 140. Arguably the best 140. In between him and like Teofimo Lopez. Who wins that fight, Jay?
I think Dev will win. I think Dev will win. I think the fight with Lomachenko made Dev a lot better. It's almost like when, Canelo lost, but after he fought Floyd, his game just went to another level. I think that what he learned from that fight is just going to carry him through the rest of his career. So I think he wins the fight. Not decisively, but convincingly. If you know what I mean, that makes sense. Like I think he would win that fight.
For a fighter that has accomplished a lot in 24 years, there's still like a whole bunch of fans and pundits have a whole bunch of question marks for Devin Haney, right? Is this one of those fights that quiets the question marks?
Nah, man, not nowadays. You know what I mean? If you give people a voice, people gonna do what people do. They gonna question, they gonna wonder. You know what I mean? Always. Nobody really gets the credit that they really truly deserve. And just the media world nowadays, who can we say in any sport at any level you can just say you stamp him as this and that's just it. So none of these guys do is gonna stop people from questioning what they do or questioning who they are, you know what I mean, as fighters, as people. So, you know what I mean, it just is what it is. They just gotta be, you know what I mean, they gotta be able to handle it. That's all.
A fighter first moving up in weight, right? He was visibly struggling to make 135. Like you can see it on his face. What kind of Devin are you expecting at 140 pounds?
Sharp, just sharp. One thing about that, he's a sharp fighter, man. And like I said, I think that the fight with Lomachenko is going to take him to another level as far as on a mentally. Just, you know, with spots in that fight where he was getting beat up, but he won the fight. I think he clearly won the fight. It's just spots in the fight where he clearly was getting beat up that he learned from. You know, it wasn't like he lost. And he still came back in those later rounds and still did some good things. So I think he takes that. That's the lesson he learned from that fight, which is going to carry him through his career. So I expect to see him sharp, strong, and super confident.
You expect a knockout?
It's hard to expect a knockout from a guy who don't really knock guys out. But I expect him to look good. I expect him to look sharp and be super confident. Mentally, I think he feels like he's on another level. He's on a different level in Regis. So I think he'll try to shoot at it in the fight.